As a small biz pro, I saw we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, I saw we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah. Crystal Mitchell, do you have my business plan?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Business Zone with
Don Strozier and
Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And today we're sitting in for Crystal Mitchell.
Yes.
The big mama, the queen bee of the Business Zone. And today we've got a special guest on the show. And we'll introduce her a little bit later on. But in the meantime, we want to invite and introduce our small biz pros out there in our audience. Hope you're listening in. Hope you're tuning in. And as you know, the Business Zone is on every Friday from 3 to 5. And you can find us at morrismedialive.com. So, Dawn, what's been going on, girl?
Well, first of all, let me say it is an honor to be sitting in the Queen Bee chair. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this is so special to me. Crystal Mitchell is a good friend of mine. I love this lady. She's helped me with my business. When we were dancing at the aerobics room, she continues to help me now. Wealth of information. She's a marketing guru. And to be representing her today, pray for me. I got some big shoes to fill.
That's what I'm talking about. The one and only Crystal.
Yes.
It's like she's unique. And she does her thing, and people know her in the community. Everywhere she goes, people know that's Crystal. That's a queen bee.
That's the queen bee.
So, Dawn, how has your week been?
Well, let me say, I've had a really, really exciting and interesting week. I have. Listen, I've always wanted to do, most of you know that I am a trainer, nutrition consultant. I love what I do. And then I also just have a love for helping people. And I have a love for God's word. And I was trying to figure out how was I going to match all three. And believe it or not, recently I did comedy. And all my friends tell me, you need to be doing comedy, you need to be doing comedy. And I'm like, no, because I don't think that's really what God wants me to do. Well, listen, I matched the two this week. I matched all three. I put them all together. And I actually did a few skits on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah?
So I launched
How did it go?
my... absolutely phenomenal.
All right. Did you tape it?
Yes. I want you to go to Don Strozier, DAWNSTROZIER, on Instagram or Facebook, and take the long versions on Facebook, the short versions on Instagram. I came up with a song that is very, very catchy.
All right.
And everyone's singing. And then I also launched I started doing some skits. I wanted to do skits. I did my first gospel comedy skit. That's what I'm calling it. And you just have to see it.
Well, the audience, they're listening to this right now.
And it's all about working out.
And they're going, hey, I didn't know her as a singer, a skit performer or anything. I want to get a little piece of that.
So if you know me in terms of comedy, then you know that my singing is very comical. However, I'm serious, but everybody seemed to laugh at me, so I went with it.
You went with it.
Interesting thing, though.
Yeah.
Our guest today, listen. There was a moment when, after I first did my first stand-up, which was an accident, by the way, I ended up doing stand-up because I co-host a radio show called Build the Body You Want.
Yeah.
I host a show, and my co-host, Kente Scott, was doing a comedy workshop. And I wanted to attend the workshop so we can have something to talk about on the show.
Right.
And I missed most of the classes. I think I came to 2. And out of 6. And then he was like, no, you're getting on stage. And I was like, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Timmy Mason performed a miracle. It's one thing I tell Kente that you actually gave me the information. You actually laid the blueprint for me.
Right.
And then Timmy Mason, I give her the credit for getting me on the stage. It's one thing in having the information, a whole nother thing in actually executing it or delivering or, utilizing the information that you give, that you have. And Timmy helped me bring that information to life. After I met Timmy, I heard about this young lady who I'm going to introduce to you.
Oh, wow.
Powerhouse. Let me say, I heard so much about her.
Yeah.
I had to go check her out firsthand. So I showed up at one of the spots that I heard she was going to be.
Yeah.
She was going to be doing her thing at. And she blew me away.
She blew the roof off, huh?
Now, she's no nonsense.
Yeah.
She's no nonsense. I had some sessions with her, and she knows how to pull out the best in you.
Oh, wow.
And that's one of the reasons why she's our guest today. So
I hear that.
The skits that you see on Instagram is because of her, Timmy, and Kente.
I hear that.
Yes.
I hear that. Well, you know what? I'm getting so anxious right now just listening to this. I'm going, okay, so am I going to get a little piece of it right now? What's the deal?
No, I can't. No.
Yeah, why not? That's how we roll on the business, though.
Okay, so my signature song.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes. Jesus, he loves me. Oh, yes. Jesus loves me, for the Bible tells me. Yes,
See,
Jesus.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm known for.
That's what I'm talking about. See, I couldn't have done that. I don't know how to do that.
So from there, I wrote my own song.
Yeah.
I wrote a song, and I actually performed the song for a friend of mine named Erica Campbell. And from there, the song has just been so fun. You'll see some of the things that's popping up.
I can't wait.
The song's absolutely amazing. And I'm just having fun. Actually doing what I had no idea was in me.
Yeah.
But then my family said they knew it a long time ago.
See?
The people in my studio said, what are you talking about when we used to hold us hostage and sing in the middle of the class? We stop everything and sing and stop and tell a joke. And so, yeah.
See, that's usually how it is. You know, it's like we don't know we have it in us, but people around us, they know because they've seen it. And they're going, hey, you know, we've seen that talent. You've got it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
You know, that's one thing about having a life coach, which is one of the things our guest is that they see stuff that we don't see.
That's right.
And we know it's there, but we're kind of afraid and shy.
Yeah.
And if they have a gift, which she does, they know how to allow us to find it without literally saying, you know, it's one thing that she's good at.
Yeah.
So.
And see, that's the thing about this, like coaching, you know, what we do as business coaches, we identify certain talents in small businesses and we're going, hey, you know what? You've got what it takes. You've got this. So why don't we put the other pieces together for you and bring it out so that you can deliver what you need to deliver to your customers?
Absolutely.
That's exactly what you're doing right there. So that's great.
And as a life coach, this is a business for her.
Oh, yeah.
So she can also talk to us about being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And how to make it.
Yes.
You know.
That's what I'm talking about.
When it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
I'm sure she got all those stories. Because for me, being an entrepreneur, I wouldn't, I actually can't see my life any other way.
Yeah.
But, you know, there are times when you need to eat.
Yeah.
And the money just ain't there.
That's true.
But you figure it out. You reinvent yourself and you come out stronger.
Yep.
And I think we have those moments for that purpose so that we can think and push through
and
find a way.
I like that. I like what you're saying. And I've told myself, I also tell my clients this from time to time, that there are 3 types of people out there. You've got the employees.
Yeah.
They have to do 9 to 5. They can't do anything other than 9 to 5 to survive.
Right.
Then you got the giggers.
Yes.
Those giggers are people, they get a gig here, a gig there, and they live on gigs.
Right.
But then you have the entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Who are the blood and bones of the society.
Right.
They make things happen. They make things run because they're doing this 24/7. And that's what I see in you. You know, I see you as that entrepreneur that make things happen.
What's interesting is I think I've been all 3.
Yeah.
There was a time when I had a job.
Exactly.
I had a job because I was working for my bills. I hadn't really figured it out. I stepped out on faith and I said I'm going to be a trainer.
Yeah.
Didn't work for a gym. I had one client and I said I'm going to give her the success she needs and I'm going to make this thing work. So I had a job for years.
Yeah.
Then that job went to me being a What was next?
A gigger.
A gigger, where I went from, I got
so
this
you
thing.
get gigs.
I got clients here and there, and then clients fell off.
Yeah.
Now I found a new one to replace that one. And then I developed a system of things that allowed me to be more of an entrepreneur and have more of a solid foundation for myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm in the process of reinventing things, still learning how to work smarter and not harder.
Yes.
Setting that platform so I can have other people actually contributing towards my income.
Right.
So I'm not turned upside down and left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm an entrepreneur striving to what's next, because it got to be something after that. I'm building an empire.
The entrepreneur is the one who really takes it in multiple levels.
Yes.
So you start out as an entrepreneur where you're doing it by yourself.
Right.
Then you start bringing on support. You're bringing on your team, and then after that, you start building your empire.
Right. So I'm in the empire building.
That's good. So you're in empire building mode right now.
I'm in the empire building mode.
That's beautiful.
That's the season I'm in right now.
That's what I'm talking
about. I'm building empires over here.
See, this makes...
I'm doing more than making moves. I'm making empires.
That's what I'm saying. See, this makes a transition into our next point for our listeners, our small biz pros out there in the audience. They're listening. One of the things I want to let you all know, if you're just tuning in for the first time, that the Business Zone is designed to help entrepreneurs and small businesses develop the propensity to be able to do business with contract providers, supply diversity contract providers, where you become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. So that's what we do. We provide that platform for you here at the Business Zone. And sometimes you tune in, you don't know what you're going to get, what type of information. You don't know what you're going to hear. You don't know who the guest is going to be. And today's an example of that, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys get to hear Dawn today, giving you a little bit of her thing. I bet many of you didn't know she could sing, right?
Yeah.
Well, she's doing her thing.
That probably says she can't sing. That wasn't singing.
She's doing her thing. And again, I want to say respect to my co-host, Crystal. She's not here today.
Yes.
She is running the Biz Camp over there at the Urban League.
Yes.
And she's got quite a few young entrepreneurs with her that she's coaching and mentoring right now. And I think they're going to be graduating next week.
Yeah, she is so excited about these kids.
Oh, yes.
That's one thing about Crystal is she pours in the life of people, period.
Yeah, she puts...
regardless of the age.
She puts everything
amazing.
into that. Yeah. And she's going to bring those entrepreneurs here on the show. They have a competition, a business plan writing competition, and whoever wins first, second, and third, those are the three people we're going to have on this show. So many entrepreneurs are saying, I don't have time to write a business plan. Well, these young entrepreneurs, they have like 7 days to write a business plan. So we want to see what they have to produce here and let many of you know that, hey, you can do it too. You know, it doesn't have to take 30 days or longer. You can do the business plan within 7 days. So, Dawn, what else is going on? What did you do?
Well, I'm still single.
Yeah, still single?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to have to put the word out there, you know?
No, I'm just joking. Outside of that, let's see. I'm just trying to enjoy more life, you know? We work hard so that we can enjoy the, vacation. Summertime's here.
I hear that.
You taking a vacation this summer?
No, I'm thinking about it, though. I need to.
Don't worry about your spot. I got you covered.
Oh, you got my spot. Well, I'm going to be back in Vegas starting August 22nd.
Really? For how long?
Yes, for another 6 weeks. So.
Oh wow! I got work
you're
to do,
here.
huh?
You're here.
The exciting thing is, I told Crystal, as long as I'm here, she has to show up for me at the workout. So she's probably ready for you to come back.
Yeah.
But no, I shouldn't say that because Crystal and I dance together Zoom, where you guys know she loves how to dance.
Oh yeah.
Where there's been a new part of Crystal that's developing and growing.
Oh really?
She is becoming a workout queen. I'm creating a video for y'all.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait.
Lifting weights. She's doing step up. She's doing squats. She did 100 squats last month.
Oh, my Lord.
100 a day.
Wow.
So 100 times 30, how many squats you do? That many.
Man, that's more than I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, man, she's making me proud.
Yeah, she's really showing up for the business. She's doing her thing.
See, you've been an excellent coach for her.
Because all this money we're making, we got to enjoy it.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it won't be any fun to have to be healthy, or to to have a whole lot of money and not be healthy to enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm taking your vibe on that. I'm taking your vibe on that.
So when you showing up?
Yeah, I'm after my 6 week in Vegas, I'm definitely gonna come.
Well, we don't have to wait to start. I can give you some ideas on making some good diet choices because 80% of what you do is what you put in your mouth anyway.
So we can start today.
We can start Monday.
Yeah.
We can weigh you in. This is how powerful a good diet is.
Yeah.
We can weigh you in.
Yeah.
And I can set you up a diet plan every Saturday from that point.
Right.
I expect you to lose no less than 2 pounds.
See, I'm liking that
2 pounds
already.
a week is diet, right? 2 pounds a week. At the end of the month, that's what, 8 pounds.
Yeah.
That's doable.
I'm liking that.
We can slowly implement some new ideas.
Right.
So at the end of your 6 weeks, you come back ready now to add your workout to this new mindset of eating healthy, right?
Yeah.
And a little lighter.
Oh, yeah.
So we ain't got to wait.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm ready to go.
You can cut out that fried chicken on Monday.
I hear that, and I'm loving it. I am loving it.
You really up for it?
I'm up for it.
He's up for the challenge. BusinessZone.
I'm up for it.
People, he's up for the challenge. So we're going to set a challenge for him starting today, Monday.
Small Biz Pro, Monday, are you hearing that?
Monday, he's going to do some before pictures. He's going to weigh in, and in 6 weeks from the day, when do you leave?
August 22nd.
Oh, we might as well start now. And then after he comes back in August, that's what? July, 8 pounds?
Yeah.
August, 16 pounds when he gets back. He's going to be 16 pounds lighter. Amen.
All right.
I need to hear you say it. You in?
I'm in.
What's going to happen?
I'm going to lose 16 pounds.
By when?
By August 22nd.
All right, that's doable. That's simple. Simple, practical steps.
See, she just pledged me right here, Lauren. See,
we may have to hire our guest to help you all the way through it.
Yeah, all right. I'm game.
I mean, I can help you, but kind of utilize her.
I hear that. I hear that. Well, this past week, I've been working with small businesses in order to get them ready, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready, as you know. And we've got this program called Small Biz Pro, which is an amazing tool to help small businesses. The #1 business management and compliance and procurement assistance tool on the market right now. So we've been using that to help small businesses. Now, on the homepage of that website, we have 3 tiles. One called Business Readiness Assessment, Contract Readiness, and Bank Loan Readiness. So if you want to see if your business is ready to do business, then you could there's a quick 32 or 34 question quiz that you take. And at the end of that, you get a result. So we've been working on perfecting that. Now it's ready to go.
Let me ask you this question. Have you experienced people who've been in business for years fill out that, because you've been doing it for a while, you're getting that ready, but you've been doing this for a moment, fill out an application questionnaire and find out that they're not ready?
Exactly. And the thing is, when I meet with businesses and I ask them, are you ready?
They say yes, of course.
Every one of them say, yes, I'm ready, until I give them that test.
What do you say to the person that's afraid of filling out that because they're going to find out they're not ready? Say, can I not fill that out? Can we just jump right into what are the things that I need to do? Do you get that a lot?
I say I would advise you against it, but if you want to do that, then we will. Because as the class progresses, you and I will find out that you're really not ready. Then you're going to
find out anyway.
Then you're going to start having issues with the class, because the things that I'm going to be teaching are things you're going to go, man, I don't know that. I don't know if I have that. I don't know how to get it. I don't know if I want to come to class.
So you're saying it's important to do the questionnaire because the questionnaire is going to set you up for the class.
It prepares them. Yes. And the thing about it is, once they do that questionnaire, then it tells me how to tailor the class to accommodate them. So that's why they need to do it.
It ends up being tailored for their specific needs.
Exactly. Because let's say, for example, folks listening right now, they really don't know what it entails, right? So in order to be business ready, there's some key documents that you need to have. You got to have a business plan. You got to have your business license.
The first thing most people don't have. I got a business plan. I got the license.
Exactly.
I ain't got the business plan.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
So they got to have the business license. They got to also have the fictitious business name if they're a sole proprietor. They got to have the tax ID. Then after that, then we want to make sure they know their NAICS code, have the Dun and Bradstreet number. Then if they have business insurance, that's a plus. Now, some businesses, you don't necessarily have to have business insurance up front, but if you get a contract or a gig, then you want to be ready to be in a position to get that insurance. So those are some of the types of things that you got to have. Now, many of these guys, I don't want to take that.
Right.
But then once we start moving along and we start talking about those things, they have no clue what we're talking about. So then
most people are just, it's okay. Most people don't have those things.
Yeah.
And like, it's important for us to know.
Yes.
We're embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly.
Been in business for 17 years and don't have a business plan.
Exactly.
And maybe that's why my business just been
and as you know,
existing and not really thriving.
As you know, that business plan is supposed to be your roadmap to success.
Right.
You know, the business plan tells you what your strategies are supposed to be over the next 3 to 5 years. So if you're going through the business, you're navigating through the business, you're having issues. Let's use sales, for example.
Right.
So let's say you're saying, well, in your business plan, you should have put how much in sales revenues you want to generate over the next 3 to 6 months or 12 months, right? But then you're trying to implement your marketing plan and you're not generating what you think you should have been generating.
Right.
Now, how do you know you're doing wrong?
Right.
You don't know because in your business plan there are supposed to be strategies that says this is how I'm going to generate $10,000 a month.
Right.
I'm going to have 2 people helping me. They're going to make calls. They're going to have meetings. They're going to have X number of meetings every week in order to get to that 10,000. So if you're going to generate 10,000, let's say the 10,000 is going to come from 10 clients.
Right.
You got to reach out to at least 40 clients in order to get to that 10 clients.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, do they need to have it completed before they start the class if they don't have one?
No, if they don't have it, that's fine because when we go through the class, we help them to develop those documents.
Let me ask you this question. So, for people who do have one, how often do you find yourself revamping your business plans? Does that happen quite often?
A lot of people, after they write their plans, they just throw it in a corner and they don't even revisit it at all. But you're supposed to revisit at least twice a year.
Just twice?
At least. Most people are supposed, or they do it like monthly. But some entrepreneurs, they just, okay, I'll take a look at it twice. And twice is good because then you've got your marketing plan and you've got your operating plan and strategies in place. So you know exactly how this is going to work. If I'm looking for contracts, because there are 2 types of ways you can get revenues in your business. You got transactional business where you meet with each person and you try to generate sales from each of those people, or you can do contractual business where you get a contract that lasts a year, 2 years, 3 years.
Right.
I recommend that you do contractual business so at least you have a contract, you know what revenues you're going to generate over the next 12 months. You can determine how many people you're going to hire, that type of thing.
Right.
So with that being said, many of these individuals, if you're saying you're doing a contractual business, then you got to put a list of potential contract providers that you want to target. So let's say you want to target 2 or 3. Let's say you want to win at least 2 or 3 contracts. Then you got to target about 8 to 10 of those. Yes.
Wow.
And that's how it is. So if you're not generating the kind of revenues you want, then those strategies were not put in place.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm learning some stuff.
Oh, yes.
You're smarter than I thought you were.
I'm telling you.
I'm sure that helps.
And see, the thing about it is, once you put these systems in place and you're teaching these classes, then the entrepreneurs start getting it. Because as you go along, you're asking them questions.
Right.
You're giving them certain things to figure out. Because my workshops are more hands-on. I don't just sit there and lecture. No one wants to sit there and be listened to all the time.
Right.
So they want to be involved. So we give them exercises. And that's why this assessment tool is so critical.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to go fill another one out.
I'm telling you.
I'm so convinced.
I'm telling you, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. So I know that we have sponsors on this show, which we haven't talked about yet. So one of our sponsors is the Department of General Services, State of California. And they provide contract opportunities for small businesses. They also allow small businesses to become certified small micro businesses or veteran-owned small businesses. So in their database, you can log in at caleprocure.ca.gov. And when you go to that site, you register, and then after you register, then you fill out the certification online.
Okay.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yes. So they're one of our sponsors. The next sponsor is my business, Small Biz Pro. And with Small Biz Pro, it's an online business management and procurement system that allows small businesses to upload their documents, store it in one place. So any documents you need within seconds, it's right at your fingertips.
Right.
So if you need your business plan, you need your marketing plan, you need your tax returns, you need your capability statement, your fictitious business name, anything you need is right there. And even if you're on vacation, Dawn, like you're going on vacation soon.
Real soon.
Let's say the bank calls you up. Hey, Dawn, I know you're applying for a line of credit, and we need this one additional document.
Right.
Can you send it to us?
Absolutely.
Instead of you saying, hey, I'm on vacation now, I'll get back to you when I get back, you just log into your system using your smartphone, your tablet, or your laptop, and you just get in there and you can email it to them. Or you can give them access to only that document.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing.
I need that in my life.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good stuff.
And because of the information we're sharing today, if anyone wants to call in, I'd say the first 5 people who call in within the next hour, we will give you a free lifetime membership in that program so you can have this tool
I'm about to go get myself on.
to run your business.
I'm calling it myself.
Here's our phone number. If you want to call us right now, it's 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. Give us a call here at the Business Zone, and I'll be happy to give you free lifetime access so you can better run your business and become business ready, contract ready, bank loan ready.
All right now.
Before we take a break, we want to talk about our next sponsor, which is Recycling Black Dollars.
Yes.
And you're familiar with Recycling Black Dollars.
Miss Crystal
There
Mitchell.
you go.
Absolutely.
She is a co-executive director of that program, and she's done a great job.
Yes, she is.
One of the things that Crystal has taught me on this show, which I didn't even know, and now I'm learning, is that in the black community, our dollar lasts only 6 hours. 6 hours in our community.
Sad.
So it circulates for 6 hours and that's it. Poof, it's gone.
It's gone.
In other communities, it lasts days or weeks.
Yep.
So we need to start understanding this and start spreading these dollars and spreading it around with more minority and African American small businesses so it lasts longer in our community.
Right.
So Crystal said if someone gets paid at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, by 4 o'clock, by 4 o'clock, that dollar is gone out of our community. That's not good. So with that being said, small businesses, if you're out there listening, I really want you to pay attention to this and help to circulate that dollar a little longer.
Yes.
So Recycling Black Dollars, one of our sponsors today and for the life of this show, really want you guys to check it out. Now, Crystal has a website for them. I don't have it. But if you go on Google and you type Recycling Black Dollars, you'll get that website. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break before we bring on our next guest on the show. And you're listening to the Business Zone with
Dawn Strozier and
Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Each year, the state of California contracts for billions of dollars of goods and services. We as a state can and should leverage our spending power to achieve policy goals that help the people of California. One major policy goal we have is to create jobs and grow our state economy. Promoting the development of small businesses within California is a great way for us to do that, because California small businesses are the engine of economic growth. 95% of companies in California are small businesses, and with the right opportunities, these small businesses can grow to become the next Apple, Netflix, or Tesla. So let's all do our part to promote small business development and grow our state economy. Together, we can really make.
Hello, meet Larry.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Dawn Strozier
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And Dawn, who do we have in the studio today?
Oh my goodness, today my friend, I have the pleasure of introducing her. She is the owner of Owning the Stage Comedy Coaching, the owner of Fearless Conference and Workshops. She is a comedian, a life coach, and she is absolutely dynamic. She's performed as a stand-up comic on a national and international level for over 20 years in clubs such as Flappers, Comedy Union, all across California. Anthony Brown's J-Spot. She's been everywhere. She's done it all. She is pretty much a household name. Yeah. And I am just excited about her being here today to share with us what she's doing and how to press through and fearlessly be who we've been called to be.
I'm loving
Mrs.
this.
Angel Gaines.
Hey, welcome to the Business Zone, Miss Gaines.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
So,
and yes, Jesus does love you.
He does.
I heard it. He's working on his love. Thank God.
So you've been tearing up the stage all over the place,
You know what? I love introductions because you just sit there and go, yes, gas me up, gas me up. Is that what I've been doing? But yes, it is my honor and joy to just be living my dream and doing what I've been called to do, which is to bring laughter and healing to various audiences, and I'm just excited to be here at the Business Zone.
Good. That's
getting
what
all
I'm
this
talking
meaty
about.
information that you're giving out. I thought this was the class. I was like, okay, I think I need to pay him $2.99.
$2.99. That's what I'm talking about. So when did you get started into comedy? When did you know that you had this comedy talent in you?
I think as a child, because I was so behavioral in school, teachers kind of knew. They were like, okay, we'll give you 5 minutes at the end of the day if you just sit down, right? So I knew as a child that I enjoyed entertaining and that I was funny, but I actually stepped into comedy because I was afraid of singing.
Oh, really?
Right.
Wow.
I wanted to sing at a talent show, and I got scared, and I said, just introduce me as a comedian. And I had no act, and I didn't, have anything prepared, but I just expected them to boo me. Because in the early 90s, they would boo you, if they didn't know who you were. And unfortunately, the host was like, hey, guys, let's give her a chance. There's no booing. And I'm on the side like, no, I need them to boo me. And it was the longest 6 seconds of my life.
Really?
I went out there to start speaking, and they were just silent, and it was like silence was just stabbing me.
But you wanted them to boo you.
I wanted them to boo me so I can go, oh, I'm sorry, okay, next time, because I was trying to back out.
Hilarious.
Right, but God had another plan. It was like, no, I'm gonna birth your comedy career. So, and from that moment, it's just something in me that was like, you need to survive. You need to think quick, think of something, relate to this audience, and then there you have
So it started coming out.
It started coming out.
But let me say this. Not only is she a comedian, she's a clean comedian.
I am a clean
And that's when I believe you have talent.
Yeah.
There's some people that flip back and forth. I think it's easy to make somebody laugh when the cuss jokes and all that kind of stuff, and the topic, if it's kind of, a gray area, you can get a laugh.
Yeah.
But when you're up there and you clean, and ain't no cuss words helping you make a punch,
right.
you have to be funny.
That's
and
true.
this young lady is funny.
That's when you know.
I recommend her to anybody.
That's when you know you got your craft all, set up the right way. Mm-hmm. So if someone were to call on you on the spot and say, hey, come on stage, here's a microphone, let's see what you got. Could you do that?
And then what I would do then is say, here's my contract. How much time you want? How you going to pay for this?
I love this.
Business too now.
How you going to pay for this? Those days are over.
So interesting. I think I heard her briefly talk about one time. I can't remember what setting was it. You might have just been talking directly to me.
Okay.
When you got to stop doing stuff for free. And you got to set your parameters.
Yeah.
And you got to let people know that that's when they're going to take your business seriously.
Yes.
I used to offer free classes to every now and then I would say, come and try a class for free.
Yeah.
No. You come and try one class, it's $40.
Yeah.
If you're in my group setting, $40.
Yeah.
And stare them in the face like you serious.
Yeah.
They'll pay $40 for you.
Yeah.
Because they'll pay one day to spend somewhere else.
I hear that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and see, when you offer your services for free, it should be tied into your marketing plan. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't just be, I'm free because I'm just too lazy to price it. It should be, I'm offering this service for free so that I can do a lead-in to offer you something else that you're going to pay for. Right.
Exactly.
So when I do things for free, basically it will be for charity. Yeah. Or my philosophy is if no one's getting paid, okay, I'm fine. Oh. But if you're getting paid, I'm getting paid.
So what are some of the topics you cover in your routine?
Oh, I talk about everything.
Family.
I'm a teacher. I'm an educator.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I've been teaching in Los Angeles for almost 18 years.
Excellent.
Elementary school. So I talk a lot about that. Parenting and, I'm not a parent, but dealing with parents.
Yes.
And I also talk about dating.
Relationship.
And, my business and coaching.
Yeah.
And just current events. Anything that is, relevant and interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything on YouTube?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
She's been doing this thing 20 years.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go check that out.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So when you go to perform, then they videotape you and put it on YouTube?
No, sometimes, if you're doing a performance for a YouTube show that I've done before, then they'll do that. They'll do all their own editing and you just give them the release. But when I tape shows and I have the, autonomy to edit it and put it together and then put it on YouTube.
So no more than like 2 minutes then, because that's going to be a marketing thing for you, right?
Yeah, some of them are a little longer, but definitely not an entire 30-minute set.
Okay, because then they'll be getting a lot of your material.
Right.
I see Tiffany Haddish on YouTube, and she's pretty much giving her whole routine on there.
There's sometimes some people can't do it the way you do it.
Yeah.
So it's okay. They can't be the angel or be an angel. I watched the whole, 30 minutes of her show?
Yeah.
And I said, my goodness, I couldn't tell those jokes, though. It's too much of her life in there.
Yeah.
It's so much of that girl's life, her as an orphanage and all that.
Yeah.
We can't tell them jokes.
Right.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But y'all tell my jokes. I can give y'all my jokes. My jokes are simple. Y'all take them.
Dawn is really funny. I don't know what her
I know
is.
she is. She cracks me up all the time.
She is just a character.
Yeah,
and I think that she thinks it's more than just being herself, and it really isn't.
Yeah,
and
it's just her being her.
That, yes, Jesus loves me. That's the opener, and she could just fly off with the rest.
What's interesting is, so when you watch the YouTube, the Instagram thing I did, to hear my family say, it's just been there the whole time. And people are like, we knew you had this in you. You just not figuring it out. And you used to do this. This one girl said, Dawn, please open the studio. I promise you, we'll stand there and give you 15 minutes. because we enjoy watching. We miss all that. Too funny. Too funny. So, anyway, after this weekend, this Fearless Conference, this workshop she's giving,
yes.
I'm be going forth in all of my gifts.
So tell me about the workshop.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited. It's tomorrow. It's every year, well, several times a year, I do a Fearless and then fill in the blank. So this time it's Fearless Procrastination Boot Camp. Because I find that in a lot of my clients, and a lot of people who attended conferences, it was like half and half. One half will be like, oh, Angel, this is amazing. I'm doing what I need to do. My business is flourishing. Everything's great. And then I have this other half that's like, I'm about to. And I'm like, what is this about? You know, I'm about to. This whole
Why
hesitation.
don't you just do it?
Yes. And I find that procrastination is a type of fear. It's a type of fear that is an action. It gives you the satisfaction of doing something, but you're actually doing nothing. You know, because you'll spend your time literally thinking about what you're about to do. So I wanted to focus on and have all the participants come with all of their goals written down. If they have a vision board, bring that vision board. And literally we're going to break down for the remainder of 2018 how you're going to conquer these things, and then give accountability points on your calendar. And a lot of times when people are procrastinating, it's not written down. And that's why it's easy to just I'm a be, because you're just constantly filling the space in your head with what you're about to do. So that's what the boot camp is about. And the reason why it's boot camp, because there's no accommodations. We're not eating chicken dinners. We're not sitting in air conditioning. We are in boot camp. We are coming to work. Bring your laptop, bring your calendar, bring your vision board, bring your ideas.
Do they get a break?
You know what? I teach them to take your own break.
So it's a working
break. Take your own break. Take your own break. And I think as entrepreneurs, as visionaries, as just people with dreams, you have to learn how to focus on you. What do you need? Don't wait on everybody to tell you, okay, we're all going to break together. No, you break when you need to. When your bladder calls, you go answer. And then you jump back in.
I like that.
Yeah. No,
that's boot camp.
Yeah.
That's boot camp.
Bring your own bottle of water. Bring your own snacks. You know, come to get involved in your life.
That's right. And then you challenge them.
Most people are coming to these events to talk and have fun and say, I went to this, I went to that, but they're not coming to really do the work.
Right.
So she's saying, bring your work with you. You know what you need to work on.
Because we're going to make you do this.
We're going to work on it right here in the class. 4 hours intense. What's your goal? What's your dream? What's your plan?
So you got to walk out of here with something.
Right.
And I put together a wonderful panel of support, of inspiration and direction. We have our beautiful Dawn, who's going to be there to guide us with nutrition and getting any health goals that we have. And people don't really understand that when you're doing it all yourself, you have to have that balance of having a healthy lifestyle and understanding that it's just not about your 30-minute regimen at the gym or walking or what have you, but it's also about sleep. It's about nutrition. It's about water. It's about going to the restroom. You know, we tend to take for granted our health until it just all starts crumbling. And I'm also realizing that when your business starts to grow and you're traveling, there's a whole nother ball game of self-care that needs to go, you know, when you're in hotel rooms and you're around snack bars all the time and you're around fast food and so it's like a game plan and a mindset that you need to have just so that you can have the energy to feed into what you're doing.
So you said you're a teacher, an educator?
I'm an educator, yes.
Right. So tell me about that side.
Oh, yes. I have a degree in child and family development and I have a credential in special education.
Masters?
Well, I went and got a credential, honey. The master's only paid $500. I was like, let me go ahead and get this. I was like, let me get this credential. So went through the credential program twice. Once with Los Angeles Unified School District and then my general ed with National University. And I tell you, it's such a rewarding experience to work with students with special needs and kids of all ages, you know, from kinder to fifth grade. And it's rewarding in the sense that it's a part of my DNA to be nurturing and to also always see them as this is my future. You know, these are the people who will be assisting me in assisted living and, you know, driving in traffic with me. So I got to make sure that these minds are, you know, watered and nurtured well. So, teaching, and then I branched off from that to life coaching, just because then I started realizing that there's so many adults who didn't get that foundation.
Right.
And so now I'm able to really take the curriculums that I've developed over here and really, kind of fortify adults for some of the things that we miss. Because in business, we don't really realize how many tools we need personally in our personal development to do this day after day. Rejection can lead to depression, can lead to suicidal thoughts, can lead to not able to be in relationships, marital problems, divorce, just from rejection. Just because, when you go in, you didn't know that, like you were saying with those calls, you got to have 40 calls, but you got to get rejected 30 times to get the 10.
And the interesting thing is that's happening at every stage of the game. Not just when you get started. It's happening to actors and professionals that are making money. Something's happening.
You have to have that personal development. And then I learned, too, that people aren't used to working relationships and learning how to share. We want to do mine. But, in entrepreneurship, you're going to learn that there has to be a balance of, yes, this is your business, but you're going to have to branch out and network and participate in other people's events. And
if you want to grow and develop, if you want your business to just be your business and you want to be some kind of national business, or if you want to be bigger than just at home, you have to incorporate the efforts of other folks. You got to get to know some people, you got to network.
And then also understanding what failure really is. In order for your business to grow, it has to break down. And people don't understand that. They think, I'm doing something wrong. It's like, no, your business is growing. If you're selling hamburgers and you run out of hamburgers, that's a great thing. They think, I failed because I didn't have enough.
Didn't have enough.
My space is too small. No, you're growing.
All those are good things.
Right. And when you all mention business plans, I actually encourage my clients to visit their business plans as their business is failing or growing. Because it's either that you're too far in the future or you're too far back in the past. So once you are generating income, it's time to change that business plan. Once you are losing,
time to change.
It's time to change. Always stay fluid.
That's good. That's very good to know. And one of the things that we talk about on this show, the Business Zone, and also in our workshops, is that as an entrepreneur, you're going to hear no 99% of the time. You're going to hear no. You're going to hear no from your customers. You're going to hear no from your family. You're going to hear no from contract providers, from your competitors, from investors, lenders. Everyone is going to say no. So you as an entrepreneur got to create that yes. That's why you're an entrepreneur. You're not working for someone. You're creating opportunities. So many of them, like you say, they're afraid of that, so they kind of recoil. But they should use those no's as motivation.
Absolutely.
To get the yes.
I can remember being excited about an idea, and I can remember having 100 people be as excited with me, and the one person that wasn't ate at my soul.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was so worried about the one person that didn't see it. It was ridiculous. To the point where it stunned me. Because that was the one person that any other time, this particular idea, they weren't on. I knew that I can't wait till she sees it. And then she saw it and I said, did you see it? What'd you think? And they were like, and this was when I first started being a trainer. I started putting up my website and all that. Wasn't impressed about nothing.
And that's what you keep focusing on.
Told me it wasn't going to last. And I almost didn't take an opportunity because of a few people that was like, why would they call you? Why are they doing this? I said, well, tough skin, you talk to.
And you know what I say to that? If you spot it, you got it. That means that you have to check yourself and understand that what's resonating with you is the negative. So subconsciously you're looking for the negative. And that's how come you saw the one versus the 99 that was like woohoo, you know. And a lot of times we have to as business owners in our personal development realize that there's negative self-talk that's going to happen, you know, and there are the naysayers that you're going to feel like you want to prove them right. But what I do is I always just focus on service. If you focus on service, then you can't go wrong. You know, who am I serving today? As entrepreneurs, we created an idea because we saw that there was a need and they needed us to do something else. But the moment that we're doing it in the limelight of being impressive or trying to garner the ego, it always crash and burn.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I often call that the shepherd with the 99 sheep plus one.
Yeah.
Because that shepherd, he can have 100 sheep. And 99 of them are going down the path that he wants them to go. And that one sheep that goes astray, he's going to stop that 99 and say, hey, I'll be right back. And they go after that one, try to get them back in the fold.
And that's okay if you God.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't want any of his children to perish, but we're not God. And we're dealing with our own lives.
Yeah.
Have you ever been booed?
Absolutely.
How'd you deal with that?
It was horrible. But the great part about being a comedian is that you get into a comedy family, and they will, pat your back and be like, "It's okay. It comes with it," you know. And once you realize, like, oh, this is part of the journey, then it becomes like, oh, they didn't boo me, they booed the material.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me work on the material. But initially, it's they booed me. They don't like me personally, and so it's that tough skin that you have to develop in show business, especially. Because there will be people whose intentions are to come to heckle you.
Yeah.
And that's just like a business idea.
Yeah.
You think you're gung-ho about it.
Yeah.
And you put it out there and it doesn't work. It's not well received.
Yeah.
They boo it.
Right. And then
they say no.
And then some of those people that boo you, your business idea, it's probably your competitors.
Right. And instead of folding, saying, we'll fold, it ain't working.
Yeah.
Right? We need to put out another idea.
Yeah.
Go back to write another idea. Yeah.
The first time you've been booed on stage, about how many people were in the audience?
Oh my goodness!
They
The
actually
first
booed you on
time,
stage?
the first time. Remember, the first time I got, they eventually booed me.
Yeah.
That was
that one.
So that was like 200 people.
Oh, wow.
And then the next time, I have to honestly say I haven't gotten the loud boos like the tomato,
Right.
but I get the like murmur, and we're talking, and it's like, so anyway, girl, what are you doing tomorrow? While you performing. So I couldn't even count how many times, because for every great show, you're going to have like at least 10 not so great
but
shows.
That feeling when they laugh.
Yeah.
So like every great entrepreneur, you develop a strategy to counteract that boo. So what was your strategy? What do you do?
Work on the material.
Oh, that's it. See, my strategy would have been to deflect. I would have deflected, in order to get that attention off me. I come up with something that's really pertinent to them and start talking about it.
And in comedy, unfortunately, you're in a time capsule.
Yeah.
It's running out.
You're right there.
And
especially when that red light comes on. Right?
Yeah. And with comedy, it's about laughs per minute.
Yeah.
So if you're only getting one laugh per minute, it seems so long, and it's hard to keep a rhythm, and it's hard to keep their attention. So, but one of my secrets, I have to tell y'all, one of my secrets is I go to classes.
Oh.
I don't care how great my resume is.
Yeah, that's good.
I enroll in classes.
Right.
That's good.
I go to, there's a comedy class that I've gone to 4 times. David Arnold's The Art of Stand-Up Comedy. I've gone to that 4 times because it's always great to have a coach in your life to keep you fresh, to challenge you, to keep you motivated, and to always, see you at a higher level.
Right.
And a lot of times people get very stagnant because they feel like, I've made it this far.
Yeah.
It's like it's a lot more you can do if you have the right people who can pull that out of you.
And
That's
indie
good.
business.
Yeah.
It's important to have that business coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, when I go to some comedy shows, I've been to comedy shows before where I sit in the front. Worst place to sit. 'Cause most of the comedians, they start picking on you.
Oh,
I don't want them picking on me. So then I start sitting in the middle. So what is it that makes a comedian pick on someone? Is it just to deflect so people don't try to boo them? Or
well, since you want to know some of the puppet strings, that's just basically called crowd work. It's their way of connecting with the faces that you can see, because on stage there's a lot of lights,
right?
So it's only a few
in the
faces,
front.
right, that you can actually see. So once they see something, and some comics, they make that their material. Yeah, like I'm going to pick on the person, and improv off of whomever's in the front row. Right. Yeah, for me, I don't usually talk to people in the audience because I can't control the timing and the rhythm. I like to kind of use my material more so than I do improv. Right. Yeah. But for some comedians, that's their thing. D.L. Hewley, he was big in the 90s. He used to just walk the audience for 45 minutes and have you in stitches.
Yeah. Do you think that's a different skill? That's a special skill to be able to do that?
It is. It's improv, and it's quick thinking and being, very witty to like quickly assess someone and come up with something.
Is that something you have to practice at the same time? You think that's practiced, learned? Or what?
For some, you know what? In every aspect of anything, you can learn it. A lot of people think, you got to be born with it. You can learn anything. You can learn if you really want to learn it.
And there's some people who are born with it. You see that extra spark or that extra so-called anointing. And there are folks that we got to practice a little more. We get there. We may not have that but we got it.
And the thing is, when you see the show, you don't see the preparation. So he could very well have been practicing. He could have very well have been like, pretending to see different people. And there's different types of what do you call it? Like little exercises that you can do to strengthen that muscle. You know
who's like that too? Aries Spears.
Yes, he is.
He's like that too. I've been to the Laugh Factory before, and he just get in that row and start picking. So who are you? What's your name? Why are you here today? And start picking on that person. I've been to shows before where they're going. I think it was in Vegas. I was, and the dude on stage, he said, "Damn, there's only one black dude in here. What are you doing in here? What's your name?" Gilbert. Oh, shit. Gilbert. I've never heard of a black man ever give the name Gilbert.
And I'm sure you gave him a whole 7 minutes of material.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And he just kept going and going. Oh, wow. So after that, when I go to shows, and they say, "What's your name?" I just say Robert or Clive.
Well, just go on and say Tyrone.
Exactly. That's a good one.
Hilarious.
Oh, man, unbelievable. And they just take it and run. Even if it's good, they find something about it to pick on. So I just wanted to know, what was that all about?
Well, I can tell you, as a comedian now in 2018, what's really interesting, the climate has changed where, if you notice, comics are like really being liable for everything they say. There's no more, you're just kidding, you're a comedian. And it's amazing how so many people look to comics for social commentary and for their point of view on things. Have you all, I know I'm the guest, but I'm just wondering, have you all seen anything in the media lately around comedians that you thought, well, wow, is that fair?
Well, I remember back many years ago, that tall guy from Seinfeld, the one that Kramer.
Yep.
And he was talking the stuff, the racial stuff. Yeah. So I remember, they held him accountable for that. And usually comedians, they don't hold them accountable. They just let them do their thing. But they held him accountable. Right. So I think it started from that point forward. Yeah, unbelievable. You're listening to the Business Zone with
Dawn Strozier and
Gilbert Buchanan and our special guest, Miss Angel Gaines.
Yes.
And we're getting a lesson here on how to be a comedian and how to manage a stage as an entrepreneurial comedian. So we're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to come right back. So you're on the Business Zone. We're still waiting for your calls at 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. Give us a call. We'll give you a free copy of Small Biz Pro. And also, you may speak with our guest, Ms. Angie Gaines. So give us a call. Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Each year, the state of California contracts for billions of dollars of goods and services. We as a state can and should leverage our spending power to achieve policy goals that help the people of California. One major policy goal we have is to create jobs and grow our state economy. Promoting the development of small businesses within California is a great way for us to do that, because California small businesses are the engine of economic growth. 95% of companies in California are small businesses, and with the right opportunities, these small businesses can grow to become the next Apple, Netflix, or Tesla. So let's all do our part to promote small business development and grow our state economy. Together, we can really make.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Dawn Strozier
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic.
And Angel Gaines.
There we go. And we're having fun here. We're having a blast. We're learning how to do comedy. You know, we're going to be like a little backyard comedian right now. until we're able to get on the category of Miss Angel Gaines.
Right.
So Miss Gaines, what are some of the things you'd like your audience to know about you, the industry, the comedy industry, that type of thing right now? What's important for them to know?
I think it's important that they support live comedy.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the day and age of streaming and Netflix, and all those, avenues are really great.
Yeah.
However, we don't want you to just stay home and watch live comedy, from your living room. We want you to come to the club.
Yeah.
Buy 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And,
I like that.
Support us.
I like that.
Because we really need to feel the energy, to keep our craft going.
Right.
Yeah. And then there's a club that I want to shout out, which is the Comedy Union.
Where's that?
There very regularly. On Pico, 5030 Pico Boulevard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pico and 50?
Pico near Roscoe's on La Brea.
Oh, okay. I know that.
I'm a regular there, and the owner, Enz Mitchell, he's a really, stand-up guy. And he also, they do fundraisers. So if you ever have a charity that you want to do a fundraiser,
that's cool.
The comedians will be there. And,
that is cool.
You can just book your
I am so glad they did not close, because they were going to close at one time. And I said, how are you going to close comedy? That's in all the movies, But then I was okay, because I had my time on stage there.
Yeah.
I've been on that stage, I think, twice.
Yep.
Twice? I think twice.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Doing stand-up?
Yes.
All right.
Really funny.
Yeah.
She's really funny.
Yes.
Once Dawn gets out of her head, she's really funny.
All right.
I don't really know what that means. No, I'm joking.
See,
She's absolutely right.
I'm going to be that guy in the back going, yeah, Angel!
Gilbert, I think that you need to go ahead and do your very first stand-up
Really?
right now.
Why?
We'll give you 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
that means you only have to make us chuckle.
Oh, that's it. Oh, man, I'm going to have to think about that. We're going to think about what I need to do to be funny.
Well, I'll tell you this. What really, a quick, easy way to create material is to know who you are.
Yeah.
Your quirks, what makes you, right? And put that person in a scenario that doesn't fit who they are.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, for example, you'll notice like a lot of comedians, if they appear to be very serious and very, focused and their demeanor is very sharp, they may start telling you, I went to the zoo today. And it's like it's already funny because you don't belong in the zoo, right?
Right.
So then once they start telling you the story, you've already set up the scenario because you know that they don't fit. And that's what basically sitcoms are.
So what environment do you think I don't fit, knowing me?
I think Dawn could talk about going to the strip club.
I was thinking that.
She would be so uncomfortable.
Yes, absolutely.
She would be in there with her little
all these naked
Jesus
people,
love me song
all of my clothes,
just trying to work the little strippers out.
I remember. I was thinking that.
I could really see you like correcting their squat and their form.
I remember when I first moved here. I moved here to dance. I'm a dancer, ballet jazz, modern jazz step. Because I moved to LA to dance. I was afraid to go to Vegas. That's where my dance teacher moved to. I wanted to be near him. I was going to drive back and forth. Anyway, I get here and I go to my first. He tells me about this audition. I go to my first audition. Everybody naked. And I got on like a real white shirt, button down the front, long sleeve. They were so. And then I noticed that when one girl came in and people saw she had on less clothes than them, they started taking off more clothes. And I said, well, they looking at me like, what does she have on? I just left. I never even. I was like, I'm not right for this part. I allowed them to tell me I wasn't right for the part. They could have been looking for somebody who was a little bit more reserved than that.
Right.
And I left. Could have missed out on. I could be famous.
You could be famous by now.
You could have been in the Drake video.
Yeah.
You messed around.
Yeah.
Now, I would say Gilbert would be uncomfortable at a sipping paint.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
I don't know. You just seem too serious.
I think serious?
Yeah,
Man.
I think he's serious. He'll be like trying to paint and figure it out, and the lady will be going too fast, and he'll be all flustered.
Hilarious.
I think if I try to talk about church stuff, then that would be funny.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm not a church
Are you trying to say you don't go to church?
I'm not a church
You got on
guy.
a suit on Crenshaw. You are a church
You
guy.
look like you're a church guy.
You a church guy.
That's why I told him I walked in. I said he not that stiff.
Okay, he's somebody deacon. That's a deacon right there.
Because you look like a deacon. You do.
Oh, really? Deacon Buchanan.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, there's his joke.
I love that. I love that.
There it is.
Yes. So you found your premise, right?
I know. I got one for you,
What's
too.
that?
So you'll start out, right? So you're going to start out doing the Yes, Jesus, Love Me. And then you're going to say, so I went to a strip club the other day.
Well,
That would
actually,
be
one of the first jokes I told on stage I'll probably never tell again was after I sang my song and talked about how my church would let me join the choir.
Yeah.
And then I sang and they understood why.
Yeah.
Then I started talking about this guy who wanted to pay me $2,000 and lick my toes.
Oh, my Lord.
That's true. That is her set.
That's a true story.
That is good. I like that.
And everybody, did you let him? No, I did not let him lick my toes. No.
But see, here's the thing about Dawn. Like, she's a prime example of how in comedy you have to let go all inhibition. You cannot try to honor your morale and your, my mom might hear me or my dad might hear me and the pastor. Whatever. You got to say what's really authentic
let it
and true
out.
for you. Yeah. Yeah. You just got to get it out there. And you'll be surprised your pastor got his toes licked.
Sorry, Pastor.
First lady
Pastor,
got
we
her
are
toes
sorry.
licked.
We're sorry for that,
I don't
Pastor.
know what church.
Not my
I don't know what
pastor.
church Dawn
She
goes
was talking
to,
about my
but
pastor.
y'all licking toes.
She was
That's all I know.
You
married,
better
you
not
licking
have had your
toes.
toes licked, Pastor. He ain't married. Even if he was married, she better not be licking your toes.
If he ain't married, he really gets his toes licked.
Your wife better not lick your toes.
Listen,
Not my pastor.
we're going to start an entrepreneurial business of licking toes.
I know.
Please
Ain't no
call
licking toes around here.
in 323.
293. 3375.
We lick toes Monday through Friday.
He wanted to lick my toes after I jogged. I was so something like, okay, look at my toes, probably ain't bad. Half the time I got open-toe shoes. It ain't like I'm taking my clothes off. Really?
Right.
He was like, no, I want you to run. Run hard. I was like, no, you ain't look at my toes.
Well, here's the question, Dawn. What situation are you comfortable in? Just church?
None of this.
Church and the gym.
Just church and the gym. That's it.
That's it.
Maybe that's what I've been singing for the last 15 years.
What about karaoke? Are you?
Oh my gosh, I held a karaoke. I'm an incredible karaoke host.
So you got the record.
Oh my goodness. Karaoke. I'm good. First time we made love, it was a great big deal. I was too scared to feel. That's one of my karaoke songs. Nervous from church. Did I really sing that? I'm sorry.
Sorry, Pastor.
This is the bipolar portion of the show where we're seeing Dawn of the personality show.
I've never seen this side of her before.
Yeah.
I did not mean that. Can we cut that part out?
It's on.
Edit.
It's already on the air.
It's on there, honey.
Edit, please.
No.
So tell me some more. Tell me some more about what you do to, get the audience involved.
You know what? He don't want no. He don't know. We don't want no. I think he has desires to be a comedian. He don't want nothing. But how do you run this comedy business?
Right. No,
this is the business.
Gilbert tried to get a free class. That's what Gilbert tried to do.
How do you run?
Next thing you know, he's gonna be like, critique this clip coming up.
Yes.
And tell me about punchlines you got going on. Gilbert ain't slick.
He ain't asking one question
Gilbert ain't
on
slick.
running your comedy business. Okay, so answer. I want you to get everything. I want you to find this comedian that's inside of you.
Gilbert wants to be a comedian.
You think
When did you look? Now it's on him. Gilbert, when did you know that you wanted to be a comedian?
Yeah.
Actually, when I was growing up, I was in high school.
I do it. In high school, what happened?
Man, I was a class clown.
You
can't believe it. See, they don't believe it.
Oh my goodness!
I was a class clown in high school. I used to get sent to the principal office all the time.
Wow.
All the time.
Well, I always tell people when you're behavioral as a child, that already lets me know you are a comedian.
Right?
You need that attention and that spotlight.
Wow.
And things need to go a little bit faster for you. So, yeah. It's never too late to start.
It's never too late,
Never too late to start.
It's never too late. You may be better now. You got so much to talk about.
So much to talk about.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the manager and get all that money.
No, you don't. You
Really?
want to be out there. But one part of my business that I do is corporate comedy.
Yeah.
So if you ever feel like, you know what, I don't want to be in a club per se because it's a little too relaxed.
I want to do the corporate comedy.
Yeah, corporate comedy is a very lucrative.
You can fit in that suit. Walk up in there, step. Next thing you know, who is that guy?
and their material is really, really funny. I've done a few corporate events.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's a lot of fun.
So they laugh, the suit guys.
Sure. Well, you got to remember they're human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They know what's up. You make jokes about their environment and the things that they're relating to together.
So many of them laugh, but they're acting like it's not really funny and they're not really laughing, right?
No, they laugh.
They laugh, but it's a different, they're not, loosening their tie and rolling all over chairs, but, they give you the corporate response that you need for your corporate material.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So which do you prefer, the club comedy or the corporate?
Monetarily wise, corporate.
Yeah. Really? So they pay more?
You will be surprised that comedy clubs don't really pay up-and-coming comedians.
Oh, really?
No, it's a privilege to be on stage.
Really? So they kind of barter? Is that what they do?
No, you're looking at about $25.
What?
Yeah. Our life as comedians is not pretty. Yeah. That's why once you make it and you have the fanfare, you're now in position to say no and to call your shots and, organize and own what you're doing.
So see,
but the road up is different.
I just confirmed that that's not my industry right there. I make a lot more an hour just, counseling the client.
Yeah.
But the joy of comedy.
It's the journey.
Yeah.
It's the journey. You need those moments to get to the big dollars.
See, when I do my workshops, though, I incorporate some comedy.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming to see.
Yeah, you got to see it.
Probably got a few knock-knock jokes.
Are you doing knock jokes?
Actually,
give us an idea. Give us a
he got one.
Actually, it's a little different. It's a little different than that. I'll tell them about, like we were just talking about business plans and all that. We'll talk about that, but, I'll throw in something funny, like if I'm talking about, let's say I'm talking about labor compliance. So one of the things I'd say to the participants is that, so one of the things I want you guys to know is that with labor compliance, you got to go out and hire legitimate people. You can't go down the street and hire your cousin Pookie to work on a project. You see what I'm saying?
So then you broke the ice.
Up. Yeah.
But I think as business owners, that is part of the personality of the business, is that you need to incorporate laughter and get people comfortable.
Yeah.
Because when people are comfortable, they spend money.
Oh,
And one thing I wanted to do, I had this entrepreneur idea, Gilbert, that I think maybe you can give me some direction on.
Okay.
I would like to start some type of auditing company or visits where we can go to like black businesses and pretend to be secret shoppers.
Oh,
yeah,
I
secret
like that.
shopper for small businesses.
I like that.
Because I think sometimes I go into
like a Jamaican
stores,
restaurant.
Yeah, and the customer service
is awful.
You might want to get a fly swatter. You know what I mean? Just some little things to make this a little bit more homely. Or like businesses like boutiques and how some African Americans are opening, more of these retail businesses around. They have no idea about, why do I have to go all the way to the back to get something that I came for? And you're not upselling. You're not, your employees are on the phone or they're texting people while they're ringing me up.
I think
Just
you're
little
right on
things like
target
that.
right there. You're right on
You don't
target.
have to do a knock.
Let's talk.
You don't do it.
Yeah, I'm serious. And we can charge them per visit.
Yes.
Maybe they want, 2 a month.
Yeah.
And then we create a report for them and tell them who was there.
Right.
And, create scenarios inside the store to
Right.
see, how things are happening.
By the way, audience, I know you're all listening, and this is great that you're listening to the Business Zone, getting all these great ideas. But this idea you just heard about, we're going to copyright it, and we're going to patent it later today.
That's right.
Can't steal it.
Can't have it.
It's
Can't have it.
It's done. Can't have it.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
I think that's a great
and
idea.
see, that way Dawn and I could work and, go in as customers.
Exactly.
And Dawn can be one of her personalities.
I love that.
Go in.
One of my many. One of my,
I
not the bipolar one. Another
I already have a few clients that you guys can target.
Yeah.
Yes. This is
It's
great.
so many times. I even went into, and I'm not going to call them out, but I went into one of my favorite barbecue spots and I asked them, when are you going to start delivering?
They look at you funny.
There's Grubhub, there's Uber Eats, there's, you got to keep up with the competition.
Right.
I like you, but you're making me
come all the way out here.
Yeah, you're making me like them.
Right.
Or, like understanding that your competition is there and that there's enough for everyone.
Right.
But it's okay to strive to be the leading of what you do.
Absolutely.
Right.
But so many times you'll leave places and they don't give you a reason to come back.
Right.
They don't give you a reason to return.
Yeah.
They don't say to you, hey, and by the way, we'll have new blouses in next week.
Yes.
You'll be surprised.
Right.
How many places or stores or retailers I frequent because they tell me we're going to have new earrings next week.
Yeah.
Especially say
I'm gonna come back.
Pinkberry tell me when the new flavors are going to be out. I show up.
I'm coming.
And I don't even get a whole, I get a sample. I never buy a full Pinkberry. I go for a sample.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I can't tell you how many circulars and things on my car.
Right.
Businesses, let me save you some money. It goes straight to trash.
Exactly.
It goes straight to trash.
And they spend a lot of money on that.
They spend a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
And when I get angry when it comes in my mailbox. It's going straight to the trash.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Or if you've got a gated community, they put it on that little door handle there.
I'm not doing that.
I hate that.
And I'm not ordering a pizza just because you put the little door thing. I'm not doing that. And know your audience,
your
know
target
your target.
audience,
And for me, you make me angry. You make me not want to be a part of your business
Right.
or coming by, even if you're local in the neighborhood, still take time out to go on social media and see who likes what you're doing.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't like everything just because I'm in your neighborhood.
Yes. See, those are good pointers, and I really like those because I'm resonating with a lot of that.
Yeah.
First of all, going into some of these restaurants and ordering, and then the service that you get. Sometimes we go to some of our neighborhood restaurants here, and we'll sit there for a long time before somebody comes over and give us a menu.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you ask for certain things, then they get upset.
Do you watch Chef Ramsay?
Yes.
He did that last night. On yesterday's show, he actually did it was beautiful. It was a great show. He actually did a restaurant on Pico that was, what's the name of it? Brownstone Bistro. The man has an amazing story. If you get a chance, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
But he initially went in. This is the first time I've ever seen him disguise himself and go in and hang out. And then it was the first time they ever went to the restaurant beforehand to put hidden cameras in the place, acting like they were electricians or whatever.
Right.
So they didn't even know that before he was coming. So then he went in as a different person.
Yeah.
He sat there. Terrible service. One of the young ladies even had an attitude when they were acting for stuff. She walks away. The camera catches her.
Rolling her eyes.
Yep. And then he went upstairs to the restroom, came down. Chef, when did he come through the door? They didn't know.
Yeah.
And he talked to them about his experience from the front door, and then he took them outside so they got the hidden cameras and caught them acting a complete fool.
Right.
Eating the food.
Right.
Just interesting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But then he made such an impact in their lives. He kind of helped straighten the place out.
Yeah.
The place is absolutely beautiful. Changed the menu, did his magic. And I'm excited for what they've become. But it's important to be personal shoppers, secret shoppers, so that we can help.
I like the secret
shoppers.
And
I always encourage my clients with businesses. I tell them you want to make you want to make them fans. Yeah. Give them something to root for. Give them something to talk about. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I'll go to a restaurant or something and they give me a bracelet. And I'm like, oh, it's the experience. Yes. It's how you make me feel.
That's what it's all about.
Little bracelet, a little something, little straw, little button. Right. Back again.
I actually have T-shirts in 3 different colors, right? And so one of the ladies came in. She said, "Am I gonna get a new T-shirt this year?" I not knowing how much. And then we wait on our T-shirts. And I was like, okay, well, them T-shirts ain't free. We don't care. We want T-shirts. They paid for the T-shirts.
Yeah.
And I learned that through calendars. Yeah. I sell calendars as my merchandise because after shows, comedians, we all have merchandise. Yeah. And the typical things are CDs, DVDs, T-shirts, and maybe like a little scrunchie or something. Yeah. So I wanted to create a product where they will see me on a regular basis. Right. So I did calendars.
So the calendars.
Yes.
So you put like 12 different pictures.
No, I have one picture and all the months. Flip pages. Just a poster. A poster calendar.
So they can see what dates you're performing.
Yes. But
they like that one calendar thing better.
Yeah.
And then I autograph it, and it's like part of the experience.
Oh, that's great.
And guess what I stopped doing? What? Charging a set fee for it. I'd say it's for donation. I find that I get more if I say it's for a donation because it's about the experience. Yeah. What I'm allowing them to do is compensate me for their experience.
Yeah. Right.
Because if you say, oh, the calendar is $5, somebody may say, well, my experience was $20.
Oh, wow.
I love that. So we got a call right here from one of our Small Biz Pro audience. So, caller, are you on the line?
Yeah, it's not a Small Biz Pro audience. So
oh my God!
This is a Queen Bee.
Oh God, Queen Bee!
This is a Queen Bee. Queen Bee, how are you doing?
I am fine. Just graduated 21 amazing young people as entrepreneurs.
Amazing!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Thank you. They were just phenomenal. They just stepped up and showed out today.
Wow! I was just talking about the fact that the first, second, and third prize winners, we're going to have them on the show here, and we're going to be talking to them about their experience.
We certainly are. So we had a first place prize winner. He is doing a gaming tournament.
Yes.
And he is Mr. Obama. Actually,
so Mr. Obama won?
Yeah, Mr. Obama won. so he may be a radio co-host himself one day.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, and then we had a young lady that Lucy's Tutti Frutti Bakery, vegan bakery goods.
Yes.
She was second place, and then we had a young man. It's called Shifty Shoes.
Shifty Shoes.
So we will have them all on the show. I'll reach out to them and let them know that.
That's amazing. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Now, were you listening to our special guest, Miss Angel Gaines?
I just got in the car just now.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm just now hearing. I just heard a teeny bit.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
Right, that's what LaRon said. He was enjoying the show.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
LaRon was having a good
Queen
time
Bee,
here.
It's a pleasure meeting you. I just want
you as well.
I want you to know that Gilbert is looking into his stand-up comedy career now.
Wait a minute. Were you at the Bella Network event last year?
I sure was.
Okay, man, I know who you are.
I'm famous.
Yes, she is. Yes,
Okay,
she is.
that's changed everything. Bring me a Mai Tai.
Yeah, I've actually seen you a couple of times. One when Miss Donna did her comedic debut.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Don, you're
Yes.
holding down the front.
Oh, guess what? I get to sit in your chair. Oh, I am. I'm having a ball. And yes. Mm-hmm.
And you get to sit in my chair again next week, too.
Oh, wow. Okay. Don't mess around and lose your job. I'll be running everything, recycling back dollars, everything.
Next thing you know, it'll be build the body you want.
Okay? Yeah.
With special guest Gilbert and Queen Bee. Wait, what just happened?
Too funny. Too funny.
So, Crystal, you and I are going to be guests on the show. Dawn is going to be the host.
That's too funny.
A name change.
Exactly. She says she already submitted it. She's waiting on the results right now.
Right.
Okay. Well, Don, we got a couple of public, we talked about the Toastmasters for the kids, and I think...
You can't give out all our ideas on the air. We just talked about that. We just had to copyright one other one. You talked a little too much, Crystal. We had to go,
Well, I just want to let y'all know secret shoppers are kind of like already out. So, I didn't want y'all to get like too excited.
Oh, okay.
Don, you and I are irreplaceable. Whatever we do, only you and I will be doing it.
Yes, we just want to be first in the marketplace. That's it. Something about being first. Something about being first.
Okay, well, I agree with that.
Okay.
But it was a great day today, and I know you guys are holding down the show.
That's right.
And I'm going to go and treat myself to a manicure and pedicure because I've been dealing with 21 children for the last 10 days.
I hear that.
You know what that's like because you teach as well, don't you?
Yes, she teaches as well.
I do. I totally know what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, that sounds like a teacher.
Yeah, boy. and we had more middle schoolers than we had high schoolers.
Oh, my Lord.
That's a whole nother ministry right there. Oh, no. You was on the verge of choking somebody, honey. That's
on a regular.
Yeah, honey. You go on and get your feet scrubbed, baby.
All right. Well, you guys continue to have a great show, and I'll see you when I'll talk to you later.
All right, co-host. It's always a pleasure having you, and you've been badly missed here today.
Yeah.
So,
thank you.
And maybe when you get back, by the time you get back, maybe I'll be in another profession doing this comedy thing.
Yeah, he's thinking about leaving you.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he going to be the reggae comedian?
There you go.
Exactly.
The reggae comedian.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Then I'll be talking about Jamaicans and bum diddly, bum diddly, bum bum diddly.
Hilarious.
Listen, I'll work for oxtails if that's going to be the case. Honey, y'all going to go there with it.
That's too funny.
All right, co-host, you take care, all right?
You too. Talk to you later.
Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, take care. So you guys have just been listening to the Queen Bee, Crystal Mitchell, calling in and checking in on the show just to make sure that I'm staying on point. So she wanted to let us know a little bit about her graduation with the kids that she's working with. So on our next visit here to the show, which will be in about 3 weeks, we'll have those kids on the show, first, second, and third place winners. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to take our last break of the day, and then we're going to get back to our special guest, Miss
Angel Gaines.
Angel Gaines. And I'm here with my co-host,
Dawn Strozier.
There you go. So we're going to take a break right now. We'll be right back. And if you want to give us a call right here to talk to our special guest, Miss Angel Gaines, the number is 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Each year, the state of California contracts for billions of dollars of goods and services. We as a state can and should leverage our spending power to achieve policy goals that help the people of California. One major policy goal we have is to create jobs and grow our state economy. Promoting the development of small businesses within California is a great way for us to do that, because California's small businesses are the engine of economic growth. 95% of companies in California are small businesses, and with the right opportunities, these small businesses can grow to become the next Apple, Netflix, or Tesla. So let's all do our part to promote small business development and grow our state economy. Together, we can win.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Dawn Strozier
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And our very special guest today is Miss
Angel Gaines.
That's what I'm talking about. And we're talking about comedy today.
We're talking about your new comedy career.
Comedy coming to the stage. Give it up for Gilbert.
All right. Yeah. There you go.
Is it Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Jamaican sensation.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
And see, he could say bumper clock and still be clean.
Exactly.
He's excited.
Because they don't know what it
They don't translate here.
He's excited.
I know you saw how he lit up.
Yes. Boom, boom, boom. He said, whole different feeling this time.
See, I'm learning a lot here from Miss Angel Gaines. She's teaching me how to be a comic.
But listen, I want you guys to know that Miss Angel Gaines is still running a business.
Oh, that's right.
As a business
That's
side.
right.
She's been in comedy for years. Her name is everywhere because she still runs a business.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, let me just point out to that too, Don, because I am running a business, and you did mention earlier, Gilbert, like what are some of the things on the business side of comedy?
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this: if you're starting out in any type of show business, acting, comedy, what have you, it is not necessary to get a manager right away.
That's
you
good
want
to
hone your craft and become marketable before you get a manager. Because what will happen is you still have to pay that manager a percentage.
Oh, so even if you don't make money.
You got to give him 20% of that $25 that you.
So when do you know you're at the position where you need a manager or an agent?
When your phone rings. What do you mean? When
people start calling.
Okay, what, I got one phone call.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many phone calls do you need? Give me an example.
You need to be busy. You
need your phone to be ringing.
You need to have your phone ringing. You need to have a buzz around you. You need to give them something to market.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're saying at this point, my business has grown enough for me to now say, you help me manage all of this, and let's pick what we're going to do and how much it's going to be and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But if you're only getting one call a week, you can handle that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
You can handle that. And then you also want to have a little bit of buzz in your city. You want to start being, a medium-sized fish in a small pond, before you be a small fish in a big ocean.
Pond. Yeah. Yeah.
You want to have something that they can use.
Right.
So I always encourage, people who want to transition to any business. Start with social media.
Yeah.
Get a little social media buzz. Get you, 500,000 followers on something. Start small, and don't be afraid to start small.
Yeah.
Like, for example, tomorrow my event is not sold out. It's not a whole lot of people.
Right.
But for me, it's service. I have to give what I've been given.
Right.
And no matter how many come or how big or large or what have you, I have to do what I'm called to do.
Right.
So always start small, and when you start getting that team, understand you have to pay them. So like a lot of people are like, I need an agent.
Yeah.
I need a manager. Not unless you're bringing in $100,000, a year.
Right.
Otherwise, you can do all that yourself.
Right.
Well, I like what you just said, because Don asked you, after how many calls do you get that manager? But I think the dollar amount is a better measurement. If they're making about $100,000 or so, then you can start thinking about a manager, because then you can afford that.
You can afford it.
Yeah.
But when, a lot of times people just think, I need a manager because then that means that I'm going to be on the next level. And it not necessarily.
No, that's what they think.
Yeah. And then you also don't want to sign with someone and lose out opportunities of working with someone else who may be better at cultivating.
I know exactly what you're
saying.
saying.
Like I wouldn't, at the level of game I'm in, try to get with Kevin Hart's management.
Yeah.
Like I don't bring to the table what he's bringing to the table.
Right.
So you want to always, and I always tell clients, I was taught that you measure your business. If you're making under $25,000 a year, then you're doing everything. You're everything.
Right.
You're CEO. You make copies. You get coffee. You're everything. You don't have an intern, nothing. Right. Then you go to $75,000 a year. You can get an assistant by then.
Yeah.
A part time.
Right.
Then you go to the $100,000 mark, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So that as you grow, but then again, remember the business plan changes, and then your products that you offer has to change because you have to sustain yourself. So every time you move up, you want to offer something else, to bring in more traffic, to bring in, more activity.
Right.
And then if you have to scale down, you can see what areas you can cut corners, whether it be production or overhead or what have you. So.
And then that will also be a good measuring stick as to when you need to upgrade the manager. Because you could start out with a certain manager on a certain level, probably mediocre, but then you start bringing in more revenues and you get to the point where, okay, I won't get the Kevin Hart type manager, but I'll get one just below him and above this one.
Right, exactly.
So then you can
grow.
upgrade as you go.
Yeah, every manager and agent, they specialize in something different. Yeah. So another part is you got to learn the business of whatever it is you're doing.
Right.
You got to read the trades.
Yeah.
You need to know who made what movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing more embarrassing than you go into an audition and you don't know who the person is.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I have a story like that, honey. I have to, I testify when I'm coaching.
Yeah.
There's this casting director who is, really big in the industry, and I went to like a talent mixer, and it was like different talents up. So when I got up there, I was making jokes about her movie, but I didn't know she was in the audience. I didn't know who she was.
Wow.
And I can't submit no headshot.
So how did you know she was there? Was she the serious one?
I knew because when I said the joke, the audience response was, ooh.
Yeah.
Versus ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
See, ooh means somebody in here that I've offended. Right. And I was like, wait, what just happened? And when I got off stage, a friend of mine said, she in the audience. I was like, okay, good night, y'all. I'm out. Wow. So let me just go hide and change my name. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, my name is Deborah Jenkins.
See, that's one of the things that I do with my workshops with my clients, where I teach them stuff that I've done poorly over the years.
Exactly.
So they don't do it.
Those are treasures.
Oh, yeah.
Those are treasures.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to tell you, too, another thing in business, I guess this segment could be what you should not ever do, ever. Your retirement plan is not for opening up a business. I'll just tell you that. You don't want to take your retirement money
and put it in
and gamble on your business. Yeah. Guilty. I thought, this would be great because, even if you're in a business where you can generate a lot of money, there's other ways around it. And when you start scraping at the bottom of the pudding cup, you're really doing it out of desperation and wanting it to be your way. Right. You're not really following step by step, and you're definitely not on your business plan.
Right.
So, those are definitely pitfalls that I tell people to, look out for, because a lot of entrepreneurs are coming from full-time jobs where you have 401ks and you have all these, pensions and things set aside, and then there's going to be that little thing in your mind that goes, you know what? If you take this money, you get it back by next year. Yeah. Not so much.
And then intentions are good and it doesn't happen.
And you're still waiting.
You have nothing left.
In business, it is a slow grind. It's a slow cooker. It's a slow mobility type thing. It's not going to be your McDonald's tomorrow. Yeah. And a lot of
if you're patient, you can make it.
And that's why I also try in my boot camps and things to have people who look tangible to them, who are like 2 or 3 steps above them, not Lisa Nichols and Steve Harvey, because that just looks monumental. So when you find somebody who's making about $30,000 or more a year than you go, oh, okay, this is doable. I can do this.
Definitely. I like that. And also on the business side of it as well, I want to see as many tips that you can render to some of our listeners, because that's one. The next side is managing the money.
Oh, absolutely.
As an entrepreneur.
I'm going to tell you this. You got to get rid of the shame around money.
Yeah. Right.
For some reason, especially African Americans, we have a lot of shame around money. Yeah. I know people who are married and they don't have any idea how much debt their spouse is in because they refuse to have that conversation around money. There's like an internal thing where we feel like if I tell you what I make, or I tell you the mistakes I make, or I tell you how much debt I have, or how much Macy's I owe them, then, it diminishes who I am. And you have to remember, you are not your business.
Right.
You are not your business. Yes. Are you listening out there? You are not your business. You are still a whole and complete person who is just providing a service to the world. And if you remember to keep to the forefront whomever your higher power is, God or whomever you do, you got to understand that it's all part of a bigger plan than you, and you can't do it all by yourself. Right? You can make the steps, but it's bigger than you. So the shame has to go. Also, the embarrassment of saying, you would be surprised how many people are afraid to say they're business owners. they downplay it. Oh, I got a little something. I do a little car wash. I got a little, I just, I don't do nothing big. I just, I do. And I'm just thinking, like, what's the point of doing it if you're just going to try to keep stuffing it in a small box? Yeah. What's the point?
I used to do that because I didn't want to make the other person feel uncomfortable. But at the same time, I'm making me feel uncomfortable talking about how small my business is, and I'm getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, working from sun up to sundown. Let me speak the truth. Oh, I work hard. I have a great business. Find another way to I'll say something now. I say, yeah, God's good. How's everything going? God is good. And a lot of people are looking to see you say something negative about your own business. Yeah.
And let me tell you something. And you will always be stagnant when you are trying to make, you just said the key point. I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable. Understand that your greatness has nothing to do with somebody else's capacity to see it.
And sometimes I could be encouraging them when I tell them how great my business is, or pushing them in the direction of getting up and moving. So I'm actually robbing them of their greatness when I tell them my business ain't doing well.
But think about it. These people spend millions of dollars on 30-second commercial spots. Yeah. They'll never tell you we got a little old car company, and if you want to get this car, they're like, get in this car. You're going to feel luxurious driving on the side of the mountain and da-da-da-da. They're not going to spend all that money. And you just got to remember that when you speak, that's $1,000 marketing campaign that you're speaking because those are seeds that you just gave birth to. Right. So when you speak of your business, when you speak of your services, you let people know that as a result of working with me, I'm about to make your revenue go up 10, 20, 30 times. I'm about to make your body, the best body you've ever had.
Second best, because I got the first.
And after every show, I let people know as comedians, they say, well, how do you market yourself as a comedian? Because once people are having a great time and they're laughing and it's rounding out the end of my show, I always say, guys, I'm available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, birthdays. I'm making it relevant to their regular lives. Right. They don't have comedy clubs to call me for, but they have, all these other hosting events and these type of things. And people come up and say, oh, my God, you said birthday. My birthday's coming up. Oh, my God, you said wedding. My daughter's getting married. Yeah. Oh, I'm retiring this year. And so I make a lot of money from doing those type of events from a comedy stage.
Right. And that's amazing that you said that, because the 3 things that you mentioned is, I got a little something on the side. So the clients are looking at that. They're going, this business is not ready. The competitors are looking at that and go, this person is not in my category. Right. And then the contract providers or the customers, they're looking at that and they're going, you know what? This one is not ready for me.
And the God you serve is looking at you like, really?
What kind of fool
I give you this and it's little?
Yeah, that's what you call it?
Exactly.
And that, to me, I keep that first and foremost, my service, my contribution to the world.
Right.
This is your thumbprint.
Right.
This is your thumbprint.
Exactly.
And nobody can do it quite like you.
Right.
So you have to speak big of yourself, and you give other people permission to be big too.
Right.
Excuse me. You give them permission to grow and to be big. And you don't want to, you don't cheer for a team where you got a star player that's like, well, I shoot layups sometimes. You want LeBron. I run the world. I'm the best basketball player in the universe. It's like, LeBron, it's 6 billion people on the earth. You sure you're the best? He's for sure.
Most people like to do business with people they think are doing well.
Exactly.
They want to be around the best.
Exactly.
I learned that from one of my Steve Harvey said, I don't want to help you come up. I want to hang out with you and know that you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
And add value to what you got going on. Yeah. Most people want to do business with people who are already around.
And guess what? Doing well is relative.
Yeah, it's relative.
Yeah. Doing well is relative. Yeah. And I want to encourage all entrepreneurs, if you only sold 10 bracelets today, you only wash one car. It's about the service.
Yeah.
Because you're planting seeds and you give them that experience.
Right.
And I can't tell you how many calls I get from things that honestly I feel like I should not have gotten that job, because technically if you do it the way that it's supposed to be done, I remember I got a call from a really prominent writer and producer in Los Angeles to punch up a script for Snoop, and I was like, I don't have writer's credits. But because of who I am and the experience he had with me, it didn't matter.
Exactly.
It didn't matter.
But
I could have said, "Oh, I'm just a little comic. I
Most people don't ask you for the cookies. They listen to what you talk, how confident about what you're doing. They don't ask you. Let me see your training certificate.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't.
That's
and
true.
perception is everything. So if you're talking about you made 10 sales today, I had a great day. I sold out. They don't know it's 10 sales, but for you that's a great day.
Right.
And anytime, and I tell entrepreneurs, anytime someone asks you for a service that you don't provide, now you provide it.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's how I started doing coaching, because there were other comedians that were watching me, and they were like, "Angel, can you show me how you do this? Can you show me?" And I was like, "Wait, like a coach? Oh yeah." And there it goes. But at first I was like, I can't be a coach. I don't make millions of dollars. But they didn't care. They want to pay me.
They know that you're on stage.
For what I offer. You know, and you have to start somewhere.
They wanted the grassroots services. That's what they wanted.
And that's what we offer. So I just encourage entrepreneurs, wherever you are, understand that there was a moment that you prayed to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't forget that. Don't forget that you prayed one day for what you have now. So I'm always grateful.
He mentioned grassroots. They don't know it's grassroots. They just see you doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
They don't know it's grassroots.
Yeah.
They just see that you're someplace they want to get to, and you're qualified to help them.
Right.
Because you're doing you're where I want to be.
And you know, and I also help other entrepreneurs too by when I go and patronize their businesses, because I do it intentionally for the law of reciprocity of the universe. I help others so that they can help me, right? So when I see that you can do something else, and I say, you know, hey, in your restaurant, why don't you serve this bacon sandwich with the sweet potato fries? You know, and if you don't take, if you don't take me up on that, you're missing out on revenue.
That's true.
Because I'm not the only person who want the bacon sandwich with the sweet potato fries. But so many times entrepreneurs get set in their ways. It has to be like this. It has to be like this. But your clients, your patrons will tell you what they want. They will, if you listen.
They will.
Oh, yeah,
and don't be afraid of feedback. I always ask for feedback from my seminars, workshops, for whatever it is. You know, in comedy, the feedback is quick. You know, if they laugh or not.
It's really, it's really quick.
But
I was thinking when you're talking right now about, you know, people feeling confidence when they're dealing with a service provider. You know, I was thinking, for example, with a financial advisor, if that person is broke and in bankruptcy, you're not going to do business. You're not going to want them touching your money.
Right.
You see what I mean? So it's the same thing when you're saying, hey, I got a little thing going on, you know, with no confidence. You go, I don't want that.
And then even if, let's use that example, if you're a financial advisor and you're not really good at it, you can take classes. You can get good at it, and then you can build up
the confidence level.
The confidence by going on Facebook Live and saying, hey guys, here's my 5 tips for today. There's other ways that you can get better at what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, we're almost at that time of the show, and I'm really enjoying this right now. Dawn, you have any questions? Any final questions that you want to ask?
No final questions. Let's talk about tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow, it is the Procrastination Boot Camp.
Yes.
It's going to be at St. Mary's in Palm in Culver City. You can find the event on eventbrite.com. Just search Fearless 2018 Procrastination Boot Camp. And we have some tickets available if you know that we're gifting, especially if you're an entrepreneur and money's a little tight. We want you to be there. If you're a procrastinator and you're saying, I will procrastinate getting the $40, you know, inbox me at Angel Gaines on Facebook. On Twitter, I'm at Comedy Angel. And on Instagram, I'm angel.gaines.
Very good.
So just angelgaines.com. Just Angel Gaines.
Excellent. And what do you have coming up, Dawn?
Tomorrow, I will be at the Fearless Workshop tomorrow.
Yes, she's one of our wonderful panelists.
I am truly excited about being there.
Excellent.
What else is happening with me? You can find me Monday at 11 o'clock on Build the Body You Want, acceleratedradio.net. And you can also check me out right now. Please go to Instagram and Facebook and follow me, Dawn, D-A-W-N, Strozier, S-T-R-O-Z-I-E-R. Check out my latest comedy.
And her Yes, Jesus Loves Me rendition.
So, for me, tomorrow I have a workshop that I'll be teaching for Edison over in Moreno Valley. And this is with the right Community Development Corporation. And that's going to be at Hamptons, the Hamptons Inn on, I think it's Moreno Valley Boulevard. I'll put it on Facebook so you guys could see it. But the workshop that we're teaching is called Business Development and Marketing. And this is part of the Edison Edge program. So you guys can, the workshop is free. So you guys can give me a call. Call me at 626-533-1186, 626-533-1186, and I can get you in the program, in the workshop. It's free. It's for 3 hours, and we're going to go over business development and marketing tips and techniques, how to get you in the market, get you to identify your target demographics. And I have a very neat scenario to show you your 5 category of buyers and how you can reach them and why you should stay away from some of those 5 categories of buyers and why you should gravitate towards some of them. So this is going to be a great workshop. We're going to videotape. It's going to be fun.
And where are you going to do your first comedy set, Gil?
Yes.
And my first comedy set, I'm going to be doing this with Miss Angel Gaines the next time.
Okay, you know what? All right, he said
she's
it.
over
That's
on
it.
Pico.
I'm calling Comedy Union, and we're setting it up. He's my opening act.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
he gets 30 seconds.
I'm only going to be there for 30 seconds. So one joke.
Awesome.
And again, we want to say much respect and to Crystal.
Yes, Crystal.
She's not here today, but she's been phenomenal. She just graduated her 21 small biz entrepreneur. So we're going to have them on the show in about 2-3 weeks, and that's going to be great. Yeah. So any other announcements we want to make before we sign off?
We're good.
No, just keep going, guys.
And I expect you guys to be at that comedy class tomorrow with Miss Angel Gaines.
Procrastination boot camp.
Procrastination boot camp.
We ain't laughing tomorrow.
We ain't laughing.
Did
You're going to be working.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, let's give it to them again and tell them how to get it.
Procrastination, Fearless Procrastination Boot Camp.
Okay.
So find us there.
Come on down. And you don't necessarily have to be in comedy to want to attend this boot camp. Just remember, it's procrastination, everyone. We all procrastinate. So this is a good way for you to get some techniques and some styles and some tips and how you can eradicate that procrastination in your life.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So come on down. You have a number you want to share with them? Phone number?
I don't.
Okay. Email?
I don't want them calling me unless they want a date.
Email?
I have that.
How about an email?
You going to take me to Roscoe's and give me a number 323.
I love it.
Well, you've been on the Business Zone with
Dawn Strozier,
Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic, and
Angel Gaines.
Angel Gaines, and that's how we do it. So we're gonna check out today, and check out our video on YouTube. And also, if you go to YouTube to check out the Business Zone, I'd like you guys to subscribe. If you've never subscribed before, I want you to subscribe so you can start getting new material, information about your business and tips on how you can elevate your business to the next level, become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. We're out.
As a small biz pro, I saw we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, I saw we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. Crystal Mitchell, do you have my business plan? Just review the pages of my marketing plan. Crystal Mitchell, do you have my business plan? Just review the pages of my marketing plan. Got my capability statement, yes, I'm ready to go. Got my balance sheet, my P&L, my statement of cash flow. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Crystal Mitchell, do you have my business?